Hello guys, I'm Rahul from geekboss.com and welcome to Java tutorial for beginners with examples. This is the third tutorial in this series and we'll talk about primitive data types and basic operators like plus, minus, multiply, divide by and more operators. So let's start. So as usual we'll create one package in src folder. So let's create a package. Let's give the name. Now let's create one new class. Then we'll give suitable name. I'll just give primitive data type sample. Okay, now we will create a main method in this class. So syntax will be public static void main and arguments will be array of string args. Okay, this main method is the entry point for our program's execution. Now let's talk about primitive data type. So primitive data types are basic data types defined by Java. So first data type is Boolean. Its possible values are true or false. Then there is char, also known as character. Character represents a single Unicode character. To give an example, A is an example or C is an example. Now, third data type is byte. Now, if you are from computer science background, you may know that 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. So, we can store numbers which can be represented into 8 bits, into a byte variable. So, it's obvious that its range would be from minus 128 to plus 127. We cannot store a number if that is greater than 127 or less than 128, less than minus 128. Then there is a data type called as short. Basically, short is just a double of byte. So, byte can store up to 8 bits. Short can store up to 16 bits. That is 2 bytes. Then there is a data type int. Int is double of short and it can store up to 32 bits, which is equal to 4 bytes. If you want even more capacity to store a number, you can use long, which is again double of int, which has got size of 64 bits, which is 8 bytes. Now, if you notice, this byte, short, int and long cannot store a number if it has a decimal point. So, if you want to store a number which has a decimal point, you will need to use a float or a double data type. So let's begin with an example. So let's create our first variable. So let's start with a boolean. So boolean variable can be defined as boolean. If you see the color has changed, that means it's a reserved keyword by Java and it's a primitive data type. So let's give a variable and say flag, and let's assign it a value, say true. So this way we can declare a variable, or we can reassign a value to a flag, which will be false. So this is an example of Boolean data type. So let's comment it. Now let's move further with our second data type which is character. So char can be defined as char, and then there is a variable name a, and then there will be a value, so which will again be say a. So from single quote. So this way we can define a character. Now let's move further. Byte. Byte's example is pretty much simple and it's given in the comment also. So I'll skip that. Okay. Now these are all the basic data types. To give an example of float or double, it would be like 9 point something, or you can go into minus as well. Say for example 40 point something something, this way. So now let's start with arithmetic operators. So as you know, there are 4 kinds of arithmetic operators, basic arithmetic operators, and those are plus, minus, multiply, divide by. And then there is one more operator which is not arithmetic operator, but which is not arithmetic operator, but I am counting it, which is known as percent. So let's begin with the example. So we'll create 2 variables, 2 integers basically. So say for example first integer is a, we'll assign a value to it. Let's assign it 4. We'll create another variable b, let's assign some value 6. Now we'll use arithmetic operators and print the result. Okay. Now to print the result, we know that which class to use, which is system, then a dot operator, then out, then print. Now to print on next line, just type ln here, so it will print on next line. So let's start with first operator, which is a plus b. Now if we run this program, the output should be 10. Let's see what happens. So right click on this class workspace area, go to run as, and run the Java application. So the output is 10. Now let's try another operator, which is minus, and see what happens. So it's 2. A minus b is 2. Now a into b. Now let's run. So you can run program from here as well. So which is multiplication of 4 and 6, which is 24. Now let's try and divide a by b. So I'll just run the program. Now if you notice one interesting thing, the output has come as 0. But it should be something in 0 point something, because 4 by 6 is not 0. But as I said earlier, int cannot store the decimal point. So what it will do, it will truncate all the numbers after the decimal point. So that's why we are saying it as 0. Now if you want to get actual result, we will have to store this result in either float or double, and then we will have to print that particular variable. So let's do that. I'll declare one float variable called as c. Then I'll do a divided by b, and I'll try to print c. Now I'll run the program. Now if you see, again the output is 0.0. Now even though a and b's result is being stored into c, but as a being integer and b being integer, the result will also be an integer. So again there will be same issue. The data will get truncated. Now if you want to get actual result, that is 0 point some number, either we'll have to convert a into float or b into float. So let's convert b into float. Now if I run the program, I should be able to get correct output, which is 0.667. Same can be done if a is declared as float. Now let's do that, and result should stay as same, which is 0.667. Okay, now our third operator is and our last operator is modulo. Now what modulo does is, it divides first number by second and it gives output as the remainder. So in this case, if I divide b by 8, if I do b modulus 8, the output would be 2, because 6 divided by 4, there will be a remainder of 2. So if I run this program, the output would be 2. Okay, now you are saying it has 2.0 because I declared a as float. Now if I declare it as int, the output will be without decimal point, which is only 2. So that's it for this tutorial, guys. If you have any doubts, please leave it in the comment and make sure you subscribe for my channel for next upcoming videos. Thanks.